to 108 Gates. We're doing the Divine Feminine reading. The Divine Masculine reading is uploading. I hope you're well. So straight in, 3 of those, reading, and then 3 of those. So if you do not want to hear the Root Chakra tuning fork frequency, then when I come back to the cards, you'll know I've done the 3 Root Chakra chimes. So here we go for those who would like to enjoy it. Enjoy. Right, interesting. So the Divine Feminine energy is very, very different to the Divine Masculine energy. It seems to be going into a more serious, considered, kind of contemplative space, but it's contemplating something that's quite, I want to say serious, but I don't want to say serious. So it's kind of, it's important, let's put it that way. It's important, it's significant, it's I was going to say the next steps. So possibly the next steps about cooperation, cooperating with who, cooperating where, cooperating when, how. Most importantly, how to cooperate with others in a very secure and safe manner. I'm not even going to get any more of the little ones because of these, because it's just spot on. So concerned about on some level, interesting. So in the Divine Masculine reading, there was an energy coming in of basically this is our new challenge now. So internally, what are we going to work on? If you haven't checked it out, I would highly recommend you check it out. So in the Divine Feminine reading now, it's who we're cooperating with, how we're cooperating in a secure manner to make sure that self is secure and safe throughout this process. So 3 of Cups. Who do you feel clinks your glass with genuine, sincere? Wow, okay. Strange, I need to just get the cards out first because it feels like... Okay. Very peculiar. So the words are just gone. It's about the observing of things. In the Divine Masculine reading, there definitely was an energy of communicating, how we communicate to ourselves, how we communicate optimistically and all that stuff. You can check it out the reading rather than me just going on about the reading now here. Here it definitely feels as though there are memories, there are things about when you felt secure and safe and you had the image of someone in a particular way and felt like this is it, this is the winning process, this is the friend that's going to do this, this is the colleague that's going to do that, this is the job that's going to liberate me, this is the holiday that's going to break me free from all those. Do you know what I mean? That kind of like having expectations of something. Something happened and you're at 4 of Coins. So 4 of Coins it was like a turning point. It's like you can either go and invest in something and feel left out, or you're going to invest in something and actually benefit from it. So that's that side. Let's get another set of cards while I'm talking. So it's going to go either way. You're either going to like excel or you're going to be depleted. But the thing is that when you're looking back at that, you can see and feel where you may have had a false sense of security. So this is why now cooperation and security is coming in. And you may have valued the friendship, valued the process to be more than it actually was. This is quite a weird vibe. So King of Cups is coming upside down. Right, I'm going to keep going because right, King of Cups is coming upside down. So when you were understanding the truth of it and you started peeling back the layers, you started seeing behind the veil, so to speak, you started seeing the cracks, you started seeing that, hang on a second, there's an ulterior motive here, there's something else going on. So there may have been like lots of expressions of admiration and that, but it was a bit insincere. I'm having a really weird confusion, but it's not confusion, it's the confusion was happening. It's more so the insight now that's coming in is providing a space for the confusion to escape, but there's sadness around it. So the strength that's required to understand this confusion is going to be quite significant. Keep going, keep exploring this, because it's going to give you a lot of insight as to how you do not want to be cooperating with someone in the future. That's really important. It's a chance to empower yourself. It's a chance to understand that there's just certain things just don't play out the way you want. There's certain things that aren't there for the correct reason. They aren't there for the reason that you thought or you feel. So with the King of Cups upside down by the Four of Coins, that is the I've only got Four of Coins feeling. It's not that I've got Four of Coins and how do I build up from here. So there is going to be some disappointment. There's going to be a level of realization which informs you of that was a false truth of someone, that was a false expression from someone. And I think you've already got an inkling. Wow, someone's just, there you go, it literally flipped upside down. So you've already, it feels like you've got an inkling of something, and that's when I said that's when the Tower flew out. So the reason it's coming out upside down is because you may have already had this conflict with someone. You may have already had this, well, definitely flying out. I'm glad I got these cards out because it's kind of filling in the gaps. So the Tower coming down, there's nothing, it could be that you've already seen someone for who they are and kind of understood that this isn't the way I'm going, so I don't really want to go this way. And then you divert yourself. The Tower is possibly still falling. Who knows? The Tower it may be that you've tried to keep the Tower up for so long. So let's try and get a bit more information about this Tower, because why it's upside down, don't quite know. Okay, right. Definitely, what I was getting from that was from when the Three of Cups felt great, but then when you went from Three of Cups to Two of Cups, there was something being left behind again. So it's like, well, there was three, now there's just two, because something has been seen, something's been identified, and something's been acknowledged that this is not correct. So it's either something's been eliminated. This feels purposeful. It feels decisive. Like if you see that now, there's two going in that direction, those two are going in that direction, this one's going that way. It's breaking off from something. It's breaking away from something. So in truth, now we can do that. That's going that way. That's going that way. But it doesn't feel correct to do it that way. Right, let's see if we can shift in a minute. Right. So this is still not released. If you think about two and then something's going away, but the two is still there, so it's still kind of attached to the two. There's something lingering. There's something that's removed or removed itself. But as it's removed itself, you're left with the realization of something. It may have really removed itself because you are unable to realise something, or it may have removed itself because it's just time for that to happen. But the thing is, regardless of why and how, you're feeling left out, you're feeling left behind, you're feeling locked out of your own happiness, so to speak. So this is where your happiness possibly is. You've put too much on this thing that's left. What is going on? Okay, let's just Three of Cups. Right, You need to step forward in a particular way. Something's really just let you down. Someone has let you down. It feels as though there's misjudgment. What I mean by that is, if you're feeling like you've been left out, you may be the one who's left someone out, or something out, or something has pushed you out without you knowing. If you feel like you've been left out of something, that's not the actual thing that you've been left out of. There could be something undercurrent that you do not know about this currently. There's something else that's going on that if someone has gone and you're thinking, oh, they've just abandoned me, there's a reason it happened, but you don't know about that reason. You don't know exactly the details of why that thing happened. So you're seeing the surface of it, but you're not seeing and understanding exactly what's happened. The thing is, this is something that you feel nostalgic about. You feel quite, you felt quite invested in. You felt quite tied to and happy about. Because the card I'm seeing here is the particular deck where it's seeing two children really happy, and they're exchanging certain things. There's a nice feeling about it, but you're feeling depleted by it no longer being there. Something has gone, something is going. The tower, something has crumbled, but you're not kind of the tower feels like it's not wanting you. The thing that's gone, it can't tell you why it's gone. There's a reason why. Don't know the reason why. You will not know the reason why because you're not willing to see it. Hence the tower being upside down. You are in denial of either the tower that's gone upside down, or you don't want the tower to go upside down because that means you'll have to acknowledge other truths. This is such a direct energy. I feel like I'm doing a personal reading. I'm not. This is a general reading, but I feel like I'm doing a personal reading. It's really bizarre. So, in that space, you're feeling quite chuffed. You're feeling like there could be potential of like, right, I'm here. But the thing is, this is a false sense of Nine of Cups. It's like, yes, you felt like everything's going okay. You're looking like everything's chipper, everything's full, everything's hunky-dory. But the thing is, what you've got over there is based on something false. The King of Cups is false. The King of Cups is removed. It's not showing up the way it's supposed to, but you're accepting it the way you think you're supposed to. You're accepting it because you don't want to accept the truth. And in doing that, someone else has walked away. Something else has walked away. You've allowed the King of Cups to come in upside down. And it therefore knocked something else out of your vicinity. It's knocked something else out of where you actually want to go. I'm going to get a card for here because this feels off. Two of Cups. In that Two of Cups, again, there's something dodgy about these. There's a Two of Cups there, and there's a Three of Cups there. This one cup that's leaving over here has made... okay, instead of just talking, I'm going to just keep trying to get the card, because it just feels like I'm repeating. I know you need me to talk, but let's just do this. Bob. I said it before, and I'm feeling it even stronger now that's come out. This one that has left, that's retreated, that's walked away, has walked away because you're not listening, or you're not paying attention, or they know something that you don't, and they're just like, no. I ain't having a part of this facade. I'm not doing anything to do with this facade. So in where this does feel like it's splitting. Where you feel like everything's fine, everything's hunky-dory, it's because you're ignoring the fact that the King is upside down. The Tower is upside down. The Tower, normally, if it's upside down, it would feel like it's, that means it's done with, it's dusted, but it's not coming up that way. Leaving again. Walking away from that Tower, I'm not having any part of it. I'm not doing anything around this. You want to sit in this delusion that the King of Cups is upright, then carry on. Whatever this other influences, this other energies, it's not having any part of it. So is there something that you're not telling yourself the truth about? And there's a lump in my throat. There's like a want to swallow, want to swallowing the pride. That's what's coming up. I'm hearing swallow your pride. You just want everything to be peachy. You're not looking at the truth of the situation. This is not going to resonate for many people, I don't think. So for those of you who it is, I'm kind of sorry. For those of you who it isn't, you may be the one that's actually walking away. So Ace of Wands, King of Swords, I'm not having any of this. I'm going in a different direction. Therefore, leaving this facade behind. There's definitely two parties here. The one that's leaving something behind and the one that's stuck saying, where have you gone? Wow. Okay, keep going. Interesting dynamic. In complete denial. I've got money, I've got this, I've got this, I've got that. And it's like, this, whatever's walking away, I don't think you have. And it's difficult because no matter what this one walking away says or does, this part here that's in denial of certain things isn't going to have it. So no, let's get the other one. Let's just sort this out. So over here, 9 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, saying that everything's fine, everything's, and then, yes, there's a certain level of strength. I'm just going to keep pushing through. I'm just going to keep pushing through. I've got to keep pushing through. They're not understanding that actually what you should be doing right now is just have the strength to stay still and tell yourself the truth. Stay still and look at the state of the King of Cups. The King of Cups is upside down. Why are you not looking at that? Or why are you not seeing that? Let's get a card for that. Because of heartbreak. It could be past heartbreak. It could be, I'm not going to look at the fact that the King of Cups is upside down. I'm just going to keep thinking and knowing that the Two of Cups are up. Two of Cups, Two of Cups. I said that earlier that the Two of Cups were feeling a bit fake. There's what you present outside to the world, and then there's what's actually going on inside. Something has left. Somebody's like, I'm not watching this. I'm not watching this shit show. I'm not watching this wreck that's about to happen. I'm going to step out, step away, because no matter what I say, no matter what I do, it's not going to be heard. It's not going to be seen. It's not going to be appreciated. And above all else, I don't want to be the one who's blamed for this. Therefore, I'm going. So then this side, there's two parts which you might resonate, you might not. You might resonate to one or the other. If you're not resonating on one, you might resonate on the other. I'm not saying you should. If you don't, that's probably even better. Let's go to the masculine reading. If you do, then I'm sorry, and we'll keep going a little bit longer. Right. Talking to particular people, 3 of Coins, nothing wrong with 3 of Coins. There's something about this 3 of Coins, though, that feels though you're talking to the wrong people. You're kind of... You kind of talk, okay, you talk to the people who basically tell you what you want to hear. You say something's off, something's not correct, and they say, oh, don't worry, blah, blah, blah. And they tell you what you want to hear. How useful is that? The one that would tell you actually what you need to hear and what you kind of been ignoring has gone. So now you're with the ones that are just telling you, yeah, everything will be fine, this, that, and the other. You're hearing what you need to hear. You are now literally saturated, if you're over this side, with the ones that just keep telling you that lie that you do want to hear. But on another level, it's you know what we're doing? I've just realised what's happening. We are actually in one of the splits. This is making sense now. Okay, I know it does make sense, but sometimes it just takes a bit of working on it to understand how it fits together. Divine masculine reading has this energy coming up of like something is going to come back in that that you left behind. So this is essentially the divine masculine energy leaving behind something that the divine the A energy, not the divine feminine, that the feminine is leaving behind. But the thing is, this is actually more connected with the feminine than it is the masculine. So this is why this, which has been removed at some point, that's been walked away from, is coming in more connected with the feminine energy. So this is why now it's coming in more so as a friendship, is coming in more so as a like a comrade, or maybe a part of the community, or more of a social kind of gathering energy. This is why when I said that it feels really serious all of a sudden, at the beginning of the reading, it feels more concerned, because it's one of those, it's like a social kind of context, and it's a more emotion based rather than career based. So it doesn't feel like it's linked to work or anything like that, because it's not focusing on the energies of like, is this risking my job, or is it risking the income, or is it risking promotion, or is it risking this? It hasn't got that vibe. It's more so of a social kind of heart-based thing that's been affected and pinched. So whatever this one is that's in denial of stuff, it's being left behind. Now, I'm tempted to just say, you know what? You've tried to come in before. This is an opportunity to do an extended, but I don't know if I want to go there. I'm going to say go. We're going to focus here. This is the kind of energy that you may have been leaving behind, that you left behind, that you've been walking away from for a particular reason. They're in denial about certain things, but they're going to keep coming back, and keep trying to drag you back into their lie, essentially. Not that they're lying to you. They don't know they're lying to you, because they're lying to themselves. See, if they're lying to themselves and they've got themselves stuck in a situation where the King of Cups is upside down and they're not even looking at it, they're in a bit of trouble. But they're not looking at the trouble. Therefore, you may have, whichever part you're on, if you're on that side, you're on the split. If you're on this side, you're on the up and out. Getting out of that situation and going up in a different direction. So let's just put that over there, because I don't want it contaminating this energy. I know it sounds a bit strange, but we're done with this. But this is the reason it's coming up in such a significant way. You've got to be aware of this actually being around, because you don't want to get tangled back up again, because it's not presenting as a threat. It's not presenting as this is the challenge. Right, we're keeping that on the side. And if you look at the Divine Masculine Divine Masculine reading, you'll see the reason why I've done that. In the Divine Masculine reading, it was very, very clear that there's a challenge coming in, and it's going to be an internal challenge. This is representing the internal challenge, because when you're dealing with someone like this, you can't they haven't fully outright done something to you, but there's fully outright something not correct. There's fully outright something that's just off. It's like you say one thing, you do another. You say that this is happening, but I can see on your face and certain dynamics that ain't the truth. If you can't tell yourself the truth, you can't tell me the truth. And to be honest, I ain't going to be involved anymore in any of these situations where people can't even tell themselves the truth. So this is why it's done. But the thing is to not underestimate the power of it pulling you back in, the power of it throwing darts, energetic darts at you and influencing you. So make sure that you're keeping yourself protected. So let's segregate that a little bit. I don't want to say that, but it is. Like, let's put this here. Emotional cleansing and clearing. See, support not necessary. Right, it's not essential. We can do this without this, but use what you've got. You can't if you haven't. So if you haven't got it, you won't use it. If you've got it, utilise it. But being not dependent, being independent of things, that's what I'm trying to get across. This is to illustrate a point. So let's stay over here. So on this reading now, all of a sudden things are lifting, and we've got the Hierophant. So it feels like you've got to get tactics ready. You've got to get your instruments ready. You've got to get your instinct and intuition sharpened. Oh, fantastic. We're back in the fight, back in the game. Right, here we go. Then, King of Pentacles. Look at that. Straight away. This is the kind of crap. This is the kind of crap that pulls you down without even knowing it. This is the kind of crap you waste your time on. This is the kind of crap that pulls you in directions which you don't want to go, you don't need to go, and you're no longer going to be going. But you have to do the work here to make sure you don't get sucked into those kind of things. So, let's go. Making sure you're getting the rest, because when you start understanding how much of this has being an energy vampire, how much it's been taking from you, how much it's been sucking you dry of optimism, sucking you dry of actually making substantial progress for yourself. You're going to need that rest. It's going to be emotionally tough, should we say. It's going to be emotionally raw, difficult, and that's just as we're going on the surface of it. This does feel like a deep dive, especially for that to come in so significantly, to be able to see what you need to be cutting yourself out from, there you go. Wow. You're going to be hurt, you're going to be pissed off, you're going to be annoyed, you're going to be angry, and then on some level it's going to be about you did it to yourself. Wow. But as you did it to yourself, the realisation now of like, hang on a second, but I realise now what I did and I know why I was doing it, therefore I'm not doing it anymore, and not letting someone bleed my time away from me. That's really a strong thing to say, but that's what I'm hearing. Something bled my time, something bled my energy, my resources from me, and I just let them do it because I didn't see what was actually happening. So the challenge here is making sure that when you're going into new situations, into new friendships, into new jobs, into new everything that you're going into that's new and fresh, you're going to have a new level of assessment, a new kind of assessment. Is that person a productive person? Is that person doing what they say they're going to do? Is that person looking at me in one particular way, their eyes saying one thing, that their mouth saying and the words saying another thing? You're going to have another level of intuition and instinct. The Hierophant. Wah, wah, wah. This heartbreak. Don't let them come in and break you again. Don't let them. It may be that you had to. I'm not going to even say that. Let's just keep going. You're walking away. You're walking away. You're not only walking away from that, but now when you understand what happened and led you to that, you're going to walk away from that also. All of it. This is why this rest is important. It feels like this is the overarching energy of it, of like you need to rest. You need to rest, because when you start knowing and being aware of all this stuff that's been happening and why it's been happening, what led you to that, it's not even necessarily about that incident or person or situation or space. It's more to do with what was happening within yourself to lead you into that situation. What was happening within yourself to let an energy vampire who still can't understand that the King of Cups is upside down. It's not your business. It's not your thing to deal with. So don't let them pull you back in. I'm not kind of warning on this video because it's really, like, it feels really specific. It feels really, don't do it. Okay, right. This is definitely showing up as in like, well, this, that and the other. There's no well, nothing. You can't go back in that direction. You go back in that direction, it's like a vortex pulling you out of all the good work you've just done. You're literally at a critical point now of going in the correct direction for you, and keep going in that correct direction. Keep going in that correct direction. You're going to get pulled. You're going to get pulled. You're going to get pulled. Don't get pulled. Don't get pulled. Do not go. Page of Wands upside down. That little not. Do not go. Pulling on your energy, pulling on your fields, pulling on your whatever, pulling on your conscience, pulling on this, pulling on that. Do not give into it. Do not give into it. Do not give into it. Just keep going forward. Don't give into that one. Keep going forward. Choose the one that's that one that's going away from it, going away from it. I know it looks like it's going towards. Let this go. Going away from it, going towards the healing, going towards the new start, going towards that which is better for you. Don't let it pull you down. If you haven't identified what it is, it might not be for you. If you have identified what it is, don't let it get you back. You got the Eight of Cups again. Eight of Cups again. Keep going. Do not stop. Do not stop to check in. Do not stop to ask this, that and the other. Do not stop to just don't stop. Don't stop. It's got a Six of Coins again. Don't stop. You need to make sure you got back to an equilibrium first. You're not in a position to go back to anything that's this. This is just not good for you. It's not wealthy emotionally. It's not healthy. It's not giving you anything. I don't know why it's so... Right. One thing is, I don't know why it's so urgent and why it feels so like kind of alert. But at the same time, I don't know why I'm so confused about it. I think it's shock. Six of Swords. Again.